Hello year ones, I hope you're doing really well. I thought I'd come on here today to read a story to you, and it's the story that I've set for you for the next 2 weeks for English. It is Dougal's Deep Sea Diary. Now, I know we're doing all about pirates, but we are doing about the sea as well, and I love Under the Sea. I think it's such an exciting topic and there's so much to learn and find out about it. So I thought this book was a really good book for us to have a look so we can explore a little bit more under the sea. Now, luckily, I have this book at home, so I thought I'd come on here and read you the story today all about Dougal. So let's have a look. Now, this story is set a little bit differently because it's a diary entry. So you can see here it says Friday. 7:30 a.m. I woke with excitement. I can't wait till tomorrow. 8:30. Train to work. No one talked to me as usual. I wish tomorrow was here right now. 12:30 p.m. Lunch. Too excited to eat. Almost. 3:30. 2 hours to go. 4:30. 1 hour to go. Come on, clock. 5:29, almost. 5:30, holiday time, hooray! 6:30, home on train. No one talked to me as usual. 9 o'clock, I packed my bags and went to bed early. Tomorrow, I, little old Dougal, will become Dougal the Deep Sea Diver. Now, this page is really, really important. I've set this as one of your tasks to do for English this week, and it's just to explore this page to see what you can see and write some sentences about it, because it's so amazing and there's so many little bits that I spotted that I didn't spot straight away. So have a good look. Like, there's a tiny little submarine here, and I saw this little fish here trying to nibble that other one. There's so many bits to it, so have a good look at that on the PowerPoint that I put online. Saturday, 8 a.m. I set off on the long coach trip to the harbour. On the way I read about a city under the sea called Atlantis. Wow, imagine that. Full of mermaids and stuff. I wish I could go there. I love deep sea diving, but I don't usually see anything much. Maybe this time. Arrived at the harbour very late. Can't wait for the morning. Sunday, 7:43 a.m. I found my boat for the week. It's very old and rickety. I hope it doesn't sink. 9:32. Set sail. 9:33. Not sinking yet. 12:01 p.m. Mid-Atlantic. 1, 2, 3, splash! My first dive of the week. It was beautiful. So many fishy friends swam up to see me. Last year I counted up to 121 different types. I'm sure there are more this year. I swam all day until my skin went wrinkly. And again, on this page, there's loads of bits for you to see. It's a lovely book with lovely illustrations. Monday, 10 a.m. I was asked to help with the Pacific Dolphin show. All the dolphins performed well, apart from Herbert, who just couldn't get it right. 6 p.m. I had dinner in the diving capsule. The sharks looked at me hungrily. I think they wanted my salad. Not today, boys. 9:14. Bedtime. I dreamt of Atlantis and it seemed so real. I wonder how you'd feel if you were in something like this and you had all these sharks around you. I know I'd feel a little bit nervous. Tuesday, 10:43 a.m. Deep sea dive time. I put on a very heavy suit and went deep, deep down. It was very dark and I kept bumping into things. Didn't see anything interesting. A most uneventful dive. 6:30 p.m. I decided to have a quick evening dip, but I couldn't swim for long. The water was a little nippy. 9:30. I had a nice crab supper and went straight to bed. Look, can you see him down here? Tuesday night, 11:04. I was about to fall asleep when it began to rain. Pitter-patter, 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 all night long. Kept me awake for ages. Can you see what's under the water making the pitter-patter sounds? It's a whale. It's like the one we looked at in The Snail and the Whale. Wednesday, 6:58 a.m. I eventually drifted off. 7 o'clock. Off went my alarm clock. I rubbed my eyes and got out of bed. I felt tired and a little glum. 10:42 a.m. Wow. Now I wonder if you can have a think about why you think wow is like that in capital letters with a big exclamation mark. Have a think about it. I think it's because it's something super exciting, so you're meant to go wow as opposed to wow. That doesn't sound quite as exciting, does it? On my first dive today, I found an ancient treasure chest hidden in an old shipwreck. Inside were mostly coins, too old to use, 2 crowns, his and hers, and some hand-drawn maps of mysterious underwater worlds. Wouldn't mind a closer peek at them. What a fantastic morning! 12:37 p.m. Had 40 winks. That means he went to sleep. Had a little nap. 2:15, I returned to the harbour. My good old friends, the dolphins, heaved the treasure to the surface. Herbert was the strongest, but for little Ralph, it was all a bit of a strain. I wonder if you can work out which one is little Ralph. It might be this one over here. 3:15, the treasure was big news. The harbour was buzzing with activity. All the TV reporters wanted to interview me, so I put on my favourite t-shirt and combed my hair. Oh, not my hair, my beard. 9:03. I realised I'd forgotten to hand in the maps. I was a little worried. 9:04. Slept like a log. Everyone's very excited about them discovering the treasure chest. Oh, let's have a look. Thursday, 8:13 a.m. I was woken by the sound of excitement in the harbour. I looked out of the porthole, and what a surprise! The King and Queen were there, and a beautiful new submarine glistened in the sea. In return, said the King, for recovering the lost treasure of our land, I now present you with this beautiful reward. May you sail the seas and dive forever and a day. It was the finest thing I had ever seen, but I couldn't carry on diving forever, could I? Monday would soon come and my holiday would be over. I would dive non-stop until then. 9:30 a.m. The crowds cheered as I climbed into the sub and disappeared deeper into the sea than I'd ever seen before. 11:02. I remembered the old maps and had a quick peek. I was sure no one would mind. I followed their directions all day and all night until Friday, 8:29 p.m. Wow! There it was. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was real. Can you see what they found? It's a little city under the water. Atlantis. Again, I'm just going to hold this here for a moment for you to have a really good look, because there's loads of bits for you to have a look at. The pictures are beautiful in this book. And you can have a look on the PowerPoint. You can have a good look and see what you can spot on there. Saturday, 9 a.m. Atlantis was wonderful. Just like home, but with a few small differences. As well as mermaids, there were mermen everywhere. Don't often see mermen on TV. Everyone wanted me to stay, if only. 12:58 p.m. Bought a souvenir t-shirt and a mug and sent a postcard to my cousin Bob. 7:30. Had dinner with Neptune. I forgot my fork, but he had a spare. He was a nice chap, but I needed a haircut. I had a great time. I couldn't stay, could I? Sunday, 9 a.m. Felt very glum. Time to leave. 9:01. King Neptune arrived. Stay, he said. I couldn't. 9:02. The mer people swam to me. You don't have to go, they said. But I did. How could I earn a living in Atlantis? The next day was Monday, and surely I had to go back to work. Well, didn't I? Do you think he's going to stay in Atlantis or go back to work? Oh, Monday. Let's have a look. What did he decide to do? Can you see from the picture that he's missing, so he didn't go into work? And look here, it says Monday, diving for pearls. So he quit his job that he had to get the train to that he didn't really like, and he became a diver, something that he really loved. I love that book, and I love the illustrations. I've said that so many times, but I love the illustrations in it. And I hope you have a lovely week doing some wonderful English work based on this story. And I know I've set you to research an underwater creature. So I can't wait to find out what underwater creature you choose. Remember, there's loads, so have a good look before you choose. I hope you have a lovely week, and I will catch up with you all later in the week at some point. Bye-bye, Year 1.